Vipassana Emotional Support Center. I count this as a very rare opportunity to welcome a very distinguished delegate team of people from the Coptic Orthodox Church. They have about 10 people in the team. I think it is 10. Yeah. The delegation has 10 members under the leadership of Abuna Dawood. Before welcoming our distinguished guest in the afternoon, I recall the glorious time we had in the Coptic Orthodox Church during the fag end of 2013. I think that was the first time we had an official interaction with the Coptic Orthodox Church, especially the exchange of youths. When I recall those things, it stays still very fresh in memory, the extraordinary hospitality the Coptic Church extended to us. We were actually amazed to see the great hospitality the Coptic Church had extended to us at that time. And also we had the opportunity to visit many of the historic sites in Egypt, most of the monasteries and important cathedrals and churches, and many other historic, the secular historic places. And Abuna Dawood was the chief leader there to welcome us. And also he made it possible for our delegation to meet the then enthroned Patriarch Pope Theodorus. He was newly enthroned at that time, and we had a meeting with the new Patriarch, the Pope Theodorus, during our visit there. So in that way it was a very fruitful visit, and from then on, both churches have very good contacts and relations, and many people from Egypt came to India, especially in the northern part of India, and they thought of starting a mission in India. And conversely, we haven't done anything. We haven't gone to Egypt to start a mission there. We are planning that now. Anyhow, the Coptic Orthodox Church started a mission in India now, and from this team, 2 people are now full-time working in Meerut, doing the Coptic mission there in an orphanage, running an orphanage. I don't want to prolong this welcome address because this session is essentially a session for sharing. So I don't want to prolong my welcome address. We have 3 fathers from the Coptic Orthodox Church. Usually the fathers in the Coptic Orthodox Church is called, they are called Abuna, not Achet or father or anything, it is Abuna. So the team leader and the senior priest, Abuna Dawood, he is the mission in charge of the Coptic Orthodox Church. He is doing the wonderful mission of the Coptic Orthodox Church, and he is a globe-trotting person. Many times I see him in the US, and then in Europe, then in other parts, in Africa also. He is always traveling and encouraging the people to do the mission in a very robust and vibrant way. And Father Dawood Lemma is actually a very, very important person in the Coptic Orthodox Church. Wherever I went with him, people were running after him to kiss his hands. When we saw it, when we were going to see the pyramids, people were running after him just to kiss his hand. So that is the position Father Dawood Lamai is holding in the Coptic Orthodox Church. And Abuna Dawood, we are very happy to welcome you here. And we have two other priests also. I'm not very acquainted with them personally. Only today I met him in Devlogum Arena. One is Abuna Marcos. Abuna Marcos and Abuna Solomon. These are the two priests. One is a bit old and the other one is a very young. The other team members, I don't know personally their names and everything. Would you please stand, the other members of the delegation, and just say your name.
My name is Marina.
Marina. Okay. Marina. See, the Coptic Orthodox Church, this is very interesting. Most of the women have the name Mariam, Mary, or any variant of Mary. That is this is also, yeah, Marina is also Mary. So we have thousands of Marinas in Egypt. All the names, most of the names are the variants of Saint Mary. Okay. Mina. Okay. Saint Mina is a great saint in the Coptic Orthodox Church. I think Father Dawood will definitely say about it. They are coupled and they are working in Meerut now. Yeah. Hela. Yeah. Okay. You are doing some mission in India? No.
Mission.
She is the secretary of the missionary service.
Missionary services.
Yeah, she is the secretary of the missionary services of the Coptic Orthodox Church. Hela. Okay. We welcome you. Yeah. Sherry. Yeah. Do you have an official position there? No.
She is the sample missionary service, missionary school director. She is with Hela.
Okay. Director of the missionary school there.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Both of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Hela.
Hela.
Another Hela.
Two Helas.
Okay. Okay. Then Sherry. Okay. So, yeah. Maria.
Wife of Father.
Okay. On behalf of the Malaga Orthodox Church and the Ministry of Women Empowerment and the student movement, MGOCSM of the church, we welcome the Coptic delegation to this place. We have a good number of members from our Orthodox Medical Forum and also the volunteers from the Vipassana Emotional Support Center. Vipassana is one of the functions of our Orthodox Medical Forum. It is a newly formed organization. People who are distressed and people who are prone to suicide, commit suicide. We are doing a mission for them to discourage them from committing suicide and to gaining their souls. This is the mission we are doing through this Vipassana. Vipassana is a Sanskrit word which means to see things as they are. To see things as they are. Many times people see things in an exaggerated way. But we implore people to see as they are. So this is the organization we have in this center, Vipassana. That is one of the functions of our Orthodox Medical Forum. And here in the dais we see the General Secretary of the Orthodox Medical Forum, Dr. Varghese Punnoose. He is the head of the Department of Psychiatry in the Kottayam Medical College. And we welcome Dr. Varghese Punnoose. And we have the director of this Vipassana Center, Dr. C.B. Tharagan here. Dr. C.B. Tharagan is running this institution here. We have Father Abraham Koshi from Chennai Diocese, and he is guiding this team for last many days. And we have a good number of members from the OIMF and the Vipassana volunteers. We welcome you all to this great sharing session. May God bless you all.
Thank you, Father. May I invite Dr. Varghese to talk on an introduction to Orthodox Medical Forum. Dr. Varghese Punnoose is Professor and Head of Department of Psychiatry, Government Medical College. OIMF is a voluntary organization which has members from all medical fraternity. Dr. Varghese Punnoose.
Glory be to God. We have three wise agunas from the east, and we can call wise agunas or wise men. We have our Father David, Father Abraham Koshi, and the earlier delegates representing the Coptic Orthodox Church. Everyone sitting here is so proud and happy to have the Orthodox brethren amongst us. I am here to say a few words about the Orthodox Medical Forum. And before I go to my official duty, let me explain my name itself. Everyone was saying Marina, Mary. You might be wondering what Varghese is. Varghese is basically a Christian name which was modified by our local term. It stands for, can you talking delegation make a guess what Varghese stands for, the Christian name? George. It is Varghese which evolved into George and from Varghese. And Punnoose, it is basically Stephanos, which was modified by our local term and it became Punnoose. So I am Varghese Stephanos in Christian terms. So usually I do it when I go to for my overseas visit. I explain my name and I ask them to call me George Stephen instead of the tongue twisting Varghese Punnoose. Okay. So having said that, let me tell you what Orthodox Medical Forum is. The Orthodox Church in India has a long tradition of the health profession into its roots. The 2000-year history of this church in this part of India, the traditional Vaidyan families belong to our church. Vaidyan means the traditional healer. So it was very much into our tradition that most of the ancient medicine, the Ayurvedic medicine, which is basically coming from its Hindu origin, was practiced by Christian families as well. And when the British came, they introduced the Western medical system. And the Syrian Christians, the Syrian Orthodox Christians were the first to get trained in modern medicine. In fact, the first doctor, both the male and female, came from this small community here. And we have the great tradition of producing medical professionals. And in fact, if you look at the proportion of medical professionals in any community, the Syrian Christians have the largest number of medical professions. So, as doctors, as nurses, pharmacists, or many other allied medical professionals, we have a very strong presence. So, it was in this background that a couple of years ago, His Holiness Carolitos proposed that we should do something to bring the medical professionals under an umbrella. And this was mainly the intellectual contributions came from Governor PFA for the formation of this medical forum. And by back in 2012-13 period, it was officially formed. Even before that, the students' organization, Margaritorios Orthos Christian Students Movement, the MUCSM, had its medical auxiliary for several decades. But this was a new forum on which not only the medical students but also the medical professionals and allied professionals were had an opportunity to come together. And we have mainly three objectives. The first one is to bring back healing ministry into the current Orthodox Christian ministry. Jesus Christ, one of the greatest or one of the most important ministries was the healing ministry. But unfortunately, it came out of the mainstream and it got bifurcated from the church and it went on to organized health industry. So they bring back the ministry of total healing, the holistic healing into our Christian Orthodox ministry. That was the first objective. And second thing, the second objective was to instill Christian values to the practice of medical profession. As I said before, we have the largest number of Christian medical professionals. But with commercialization and industrialization happening in and specialization, it has been going away from the holistic perspective and to bring back these Christian values to the practice and teaching the medical profession. And the third one was to provide services at the primary care level. So with these three objectives, this organization was rolled out. And we had several informal gatherings in different parts of this country in the same hall. One of the initial first meetings was held in the same hall. Around 50 doctors in and around this small town participated in that. We had small regional conferences in Karimala, in Trivandrum, in Calicut, and wherever Father Philip went, he made it very particular to hold a meeting of the Orthodox Medical Forum. So we were trying to collect data, the actual manpower we have based on parishes, diocese based, and our Sunday school teachers were very instrumental in collecting this data, and this data collection is almost getting over. And so we have a database, and we are trying to make a network of Orthodox medical professionals. So there is a WhatsApp group for the Orthodox Medical Forum, which is very active. The medical professionals all over the world interact with this media. So people get to know each other. We all share our experience, share our difficulties, and during the several meetings we are holding. So this first part, knowing each other, to reiterate the objectives and to plan what can be done at the local level. So some of the activities, apart from sharing experiences or bringing in this philosophy of healing ministry into our personal and professional lives. Some of the activities include parish-based programs, the available professions or the manpower in every parish. We have a get-together, and various services like health education and awareness programs are being conducted. Home-based palliative care services, people who are bedridden, who cannot move out, elderly individuals who are residing, who are not able to attend the Holy Mass. So the volunteers seek out, go out and see them. So these kind of activities are going on. and a lot of things are happening in the area of the proper health education and awareness, especially about the lifestyle diseases. So Kerala has become the hub of, or maybe the world capital of lifestyle diseases like diabetes and systemic hypertension, cardiac problems, cancers, and psychiatric problems like depression. So this has been taken in every diocese base. The priests are being trained. A one-day program for priest training is given in most of the dioceses. Personally, I have gone to several dioceses to take this basic awareness program, and this is being taken to the local parish level and at the local primary health care level. So nowadays, health in Kerala has become a big industry, and corporates are very much there and busy. So the role of Christianity, even though the Christian churches were the first in establishing hospitals, now it has gone out of the hand. Large scale business it is there. So we have to go back to the primary health care level to provide basic health education and basic care, especially in disadvantaged state. So this idea was gaining a big momentum, and the year which was just going by was declared by His Holiness Catholicos as the Samagra Saukhya year. The Samagra Saukhya means the holistic health. So that was being, this particular program of Samagra Saukhya was several programs, awareness programs, health camps, reaching out to rural population. This has been happening in a big way, not only in India, even parishes outside India. So this program is still going on, and it was a very successful program which was held in the last year. And of course, Father Philip has already made a mention about the Vipassana project. I am a psychiatrist. I am heading the department of psychiatry in the Government Medical College, which is there in the South. So we have at least 1,000 people who attempt suicide every year, which comes to our suicide prevention day. So many of their problems are beyond the reach of the medical profession. Many of them involve spiritual crisis. They may involve psychological problems, family issues. So this cannot be tackled by a medical professional sitting in his cubicle. So we reached out to Vipassana, Dr. Simi Thayer, and the volunteers of Vipassana are here. So we are joining hands to help people who are in life crisis by offering them the basic medical psychiatric care, and then counseling, and sometimes even material help to people who are in the crisis point in their lives. And of course, we are installing the life skills training program for teenagers who attempt suicide. So these kind of activities are going on, and we would be extremely happy if we can think about some ways of joining hands with the Orthodox Church, which I understand that has got a big medical mission and a medical forum. So I hope and pray that this meeting can be a very important for cooperation between the Orthodox Medical Forum of the Indian Orthodox Church and the medical mission. I'm extremely happy to know that the Orthodox mission is functioning in merit. So we can think about ways of working together in the spirit of in Holy Spirit by exactly following what our Lord Jesus Christ demonstrated or taught us, the healing ministry, which will be the focus of the Christian ministry as well. So thank you very much for your kind hearing. And we can, after the meeting, I think there is a time for sharing the topic, delegation and discussion. We can think about the ways of